Look at these other podcasts out here with a point. Doing interviews, trying to educate you, or change the world. No, we don't do that here. Here, we look around, see things, go places, do things, and round up the best so you can forget the rest. Here, we rank 'em up.
Hello and welcome back to Rank 'em Up. I am Craig. That over there, in the white Princess Leia headphones, is Gilberto.
These headphones sound amazing, okay?
You look like Princess Leia. And we've got Lilo and Don Pablo.
Hello.
Hey, Lilo, how you doing tonight?
You know what? I'm doing
today.
okay. Today, tonight, whichever.
Whenever you're listening to this.
It's dark in the booth.
Exactly.
I'm good, man. I'm doing real good. Kicking it.
Don, dude, how are you?
I'm swell. 100% less Destiny talk on this podcast, I'm going to say.
After last week, I think that might be a good thing.
We had a talk.
There might be some listener feedback about the Destiny.
Yeah, but the guys that like Destiny, they want more.
All 5 of you are enjoying it. Right. Destiny Reddit is on fire for that last show.
Fire.
Since you brought this up, Destiny The Taken King, the last expansion, #1 selling video game of all time downloaded content of all time. Thank you.
All right, that's great.
Well, FIFA came out last week, right? So
but
so we'll see.
Taken King has a broader audience / demographic than FIFA. Thank you.
We'll see.
This is a 90% Destiny free episode.
Yeah, now it is going down.
We have
percentage.
broached that topic.
Princess Leia, how you doing over there? You doing good tonight?
I am doing amazing.
Good.
Yes, I'm happy.
It's more about function over form, right, Gilberto?
Yes, and I'm drinking some coffee because I've had a couple of long days. So yeah.
Can you ask Obi-Wan to help you because he's your only hope?
Yeah, I mean,
You know what? I will be sure that I will hear his response very clearly. So I am not embarrassed to wear these headphones.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Thank you.
Speaking of games, Don, who's the last one here to play a board game? Anybody play one over the weekend?
I did not play a board game.
I did not play a board
I played
game.
a card game.
I played a card game with the little boy.
Roberto?
No, I haven't played a board game in a very long
feel
time.
like
I probably have. I'm going to go ahead and start this week.
There you go.
This week we are talking about chocolate candies. We're going to rank our favorite chocolate candies.
Yes.
It's going to be a delicious, delicious show. How can they join us in this show, in this adventure?
Tell us about your favorite chocolate candies on Facebook or Twitter. If you go to Facebook, facebook.com/rankemup, you can join the group and you can check out all of our listeners' favorite top 5s, which there's a lot of action movies. That one got really big response. And you know what? Give us your top 5 chocolate candies. I'm sure they're going to be different based on my focus grouping of people or Twitter @rankemup. Very easy.
We have a visitor in the studio bringing us some chocolate candy as we speak.
Oh man,
we are excited for this week's show. It's gonna be a dandy. It's gonna be some chocolate. Look at this, assorted chocolates.
Oh, my number 5. My number 5
Crackle,
is right
Mr. Goodbar, some Hershey's Special Dark, some regular Hershey's. Thank you to
Muchas gracias, señor.
our favorite engineer, Cliff. Thank you very much. Yes,
Making it rain chocolate.
Yeah.
He walked out. He's our only engineer. So
We have one, and he's our
The other
favorite.
engineer actually works for the city of Denver.
He made these chocolates. No.
That a boy.
Yeah.
All
Nice.
right. So I'll go ahead and start this week. I have some honorable mentions, and one of them happens to be on the table here. It's the regular Hershey's bar.
Yeah.
I enjoy the regular, just the plain old, the thing that started it all in Hershey, Pennsylvania, the original Hershey's milk chocolate bar. I enjoy it particularly on s'mores. That's my
yes.
favorite delivery vector of it. I enjoy it quite a bit.
I feel like you don't really like it that much because you only eat it with marshmallows and graham crackers. Thank you.
I will eat it on its own. Like this little fun size, this mini size, that's about as much as I can do. The one square. And especially, you know what? This brings me to the one square topic. The people that just take a bite out of the Hershey's bar. Who are you people? You're animals.
That's it.
You're animals.
Uncivilized.
Yes.
That's what that is.
I'm sure we'll hear more about that later because there are other candies that
You buy the whole bar for that.
Exactly.
Right.
Another-
Fun size. Made just for y'all.
Yeah. Eat the fun size. It's one rectangle worth of Hershey's. Also, another one of my honorable mentions is the Three Musketeers. I have no idea what's on the inside of that. It's like
Nougat.
chocolate fluff.
It's nougats.
It's nougats, man. That's all
I
you
don't know
gotta
what
know.
nougat is.
Nougat.
I hear
It
Ted
is
likes
You're
what
it.
not
it
meant
is.
to know, Craig. You're only supposed to taste and
It's chocolate fluff.
let yourself drift away in a pillowy cloud of nougats and Three Musketeers.
If that stuff
That's right.
was in a bowl, it would win a dip contest. That's why Three Musketeers is on my honorable mention list.
You know what?
But number 5.
Dessert dip contest?
That inside joke is that was good.
That was an A
great.
plus.
That
A plus
was-
inside joke.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, my number 5 is a combination that we'll see more of during my list here. My number 5 is a caramel little oval that is surrounded by chocolate. That's all it is. It's a Milk Dud. Mm-hmm. Milk Duds. The fun size of Milk Duds are great because you get like 7 or 8 of them.
Yes.
However, I like the idea of the Milk Dud. I like the caramel and chocolate combination. However, there are way better versions of this, which is why Milk Duds is number 5 on my list and not higher.
How do you deal with them getting stuck in your...
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. The caramel is way too sticky. It's
Yeah.
hard and it's sticky. And the Milk Dud, it doesn't do the caramel and chocolate combination. Doesn't do it justice. That's why it's number 5. And see, here's the thing about my list. This number 5 is not. It's not really a good one because I don't like chocolate that much.
Yeah.
I'm not a big chocolate person,
Oh,
so that's why my number 5 is something I don't really like that
So you
much.
can't do Milk Duds, but I think the way you're supposed to do a Milk Dud is you buy the hot buttered popcorn at the movie theater. You buy the Milk Duds. You throw the Milk Duds into the hot popcorn, and it kind of gets some chewy.
I've
and then
never
your
thought
hands
about that.
And your hands get extremely dirty and gross and sticky.
That sounds
But
gross.
That sounds actually pretty good.
No,
The
it's
sweet and
good.
salty. I might have
good.
to try that.
Yeah,
if
that
I ever
does-
go to a movie again.
But then
Right.
that's also $12
Right.
of beverage, food and beverage.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That you sunk yourself into already.
That just sounds like a hot mess.
Yeah.
Like literally a hot popcorn mess.
I do
with
it at
chocolate
home
kernel.
sometimes, but with other candies, which we'll get to in it's my number
Anyway,
one.
my number 5 is Milk Duds. Don.
All right, so my number 5 is I was thinking about chocolate, and I'm like, there is a lot. I can't do Three Musketeers. I'm with Craig. It's in my honorable mention, but the mint Three Musketeers is actually delicious.
I've
And,
never heard of the Mint Three Musketeers.
It was a limited release, and it had it in 7-Elevens only.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds good.
And yeah, I liked it.
I would like
So,
to try.
Mint Three Musketeers. It did not make it. So when you get Halloween candy, and I went back and I thought about it because I'm like, what chocolate bar? Like I didn't want to have just a chocolate bar. I want to get my favorite chocolate bar. And like Hershey Special Dark. No. So I thought about this. When you get Halloween candy and people just throw things in your bag, what is the first just chocolate bar that I'll eat? And we have them all on the table somehow. It's
You do like a fantasy draft of your chocolate
yes,
bars.
I did do this. I did do this. First of all, Special Dark. When you're a kid, get that away from me.
Yeah,
Throw it
no
away.
kid likes the special.
No
Give
kid
Dark.
that
likes
to your
the darks.
parents
No.
Yeah.
or something. No, I can't do that. And it's really close because the peanut, Mr. Goodbar with peanuts, disgusting. I cannot do that.
Oh,
like that's
what?
like just this side of goobers, and I can't. My stomach hurts. Like first of all, goobers might be better if they weren't called goobers.
That's true.
People might want to eat them more if they weren't called goobers. So okay, raisinette, raisin with chocolate, raisinette, delicious and very pleasant sounding and sane.
And somewhat healthy.
Yeah,
Mildly
you can
healthy.
raisin. You can
Mildly
Mildly
healthy.
healthy.
Maybe even dark chocolate raisinets, which they do have. So, then comes Hershey's, regular Hershey's, which it'll force me. But the first thing that I would eat when I would get to the dregs of the Halloween candy is Crackle. Like it's Crackle because it has a milk chocolate crisp, and Crackle is my favorite of all the dregs of the Halloween candy. You take away the Butterfinger, take away the Reese's. Snickers is okay. Take away the Three Musketeers, and what's the other one? Milky Way. Take away the Milky Way, and
Yeah.
you get the dregs of the Halloween candy. Crackle would be my number 5. which
Crackle is in a way onomatopoeic
yeah,
because that's
Right.
the way the bar sounds when you're eating it. It crackles. Yeah.
I like it. I like that. So there you go. My
right.
number 5, Crackle.
All right, Gilberto, your number 5, chocolate candy.
My number 5, and you guys will be surprised about this.
I had no presupposition of what your candies would be, so.
Well,
We do
yes,
not talk about our lists beforehand. We purposely do not talk about it because
Exactly.
we want
Yes.
to keep it fresh.
yes, exactly.
These are genuine reactions you're hearing on Rank 'em Up.
That's right.
Exactly.
Nothing here is scripted. We're like TLC.
Well,
I got that joke, thank you.
so my explanations are shorter than your guys's, and but the milk chocolate almond joy, I like the combination of the coconut with the chocolate. I don't know. Maybe it could be a thing that I have with coconut. I love coconut.
Sometimes you
know,
feel
with
like a nut.
Yeah, how do you feel about mounds?
mounds. I like those.
Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
I like those.
Sometimes you don't.
I always do. So. So. Come on, hold on.
I can't.
What? Hold on. All right, you know what? I'm lost here. I'm lost. I don't know how to react to this. I'm sorry. All right, you know what? Okay, whatever. So
I can't make eye contact with you for a minute.
All right, Lilo,
you
number
go.
5. Chocolate candy.
All right. On that note, yeah. So some quick honorable mentions for me. Definitely, Hershey's chocolate. Like Craig said, for s'mores, they're awesome. Mr. Goodbar, because I like the chocolate peanut combination. And also, I'm going to go ahead and throw Crackles on the honorable mention too, because
They're right in front of us. Why not? Look
right
at this.
love
Yeah.
that and because it's rice, and I'm Asian, and in my culture, rice is a good thing. So.
How long did it take us?
That is a great.
That wasn't a lot of time at all. It was pretty short.
Yeah.
All right, drink up, everybody. That was a culture joke. So my actual number 5 is M&Ms, and any variety
Yes.
really. Like I could eat. Like if you just throw a bag of M&Ms at me, I'll look at it like, what is this, and then I'll just eat it. So regular peanut. They had peanut butter, which was also really delicious. The almond one I think they had for a while. That was really good.
They still make almond.
Do they? Nice. And then the one that I'm really iffy on this year is the pumpkin spice.
It is autumn. It is now pumpkin
It
spice.
is official pumpkin spice season.
Wow.
Last year they had candy corn M&Ms, which were not.
Yeah, those I wasn't a
Weird,
huge
weird.
fan of those.
They're starting to do M&Ms like they are Oreos. They have a different flavor for
Yeah.
everything now.
but Oreos can't go wrong. Period.
I like the
can't go
crispy
wrong.
ones. Have you ever had the crispy ones with the
Yeah.
rice in the middle? Those are good.
Again, because rice.
Yes, that's what I was. That's why I brought it up because I'm like, you got to have tried that one.
Appreciate
Yes.
it. There you go.
Racist. That's what it is.
M&M's,
What?
any variety. These are
said they were
generalizations. They're not.
I said they were delicious. They were not derogatory anything.
Every culture has rice, I think.
I think you're right.
That's why they're stereotypes. Sorry, I'm sorry.
All right, my number 4 is it takes me back to a younger time, back when I was a wee lad in high school. When I was in high school, when we were in high school,
Wee lad.
Lilo and I, we both went to the same high school together. We went there. We were friends in high school.
A millennia ago.
It seems like
Basically.
it. Yeah. It seems like forever ago. I would have lunch, and we went to they didn't serve regular lunch. I feel like we had a different type of lunch.
It was like a
We didn't.
concession stand plus.
It was basically a concession stand because there was no like full meal. You didn't drag your tray along the rail and get your scoop of slop and your scoop of this slop and your other scoop of this slop. You got a few different carnival choices of foods, and so I chose every day. And the lunch lady, bless her heart, she was amazing. I had nachos, were just chips,
Yeah.
just regular chips and cheese. That's all the nachos consisted of. And this chocolate candy bar. That was my lunch. The whole lunch. And a Capri Sun that I brought from home.
Jeez.
Frozen? Did
It
you
was
freeze it?
delicious and nutritious.
Yeah, especially for a high schooler.
Yeah, exactly. I had a Twix and nachos every day for lunch, basically.
Man, it was a concession stand. Like, the more I think about our high school lunch,
It totally was.
it was absolutely a
because
concession
we had
stand.
an office hour that all they served was cookies and milk.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, it totally was.
That's amazing.
All it was, like, you'd smell these fresh Otis Spunkmeyer cookies
Yes.
cooking. You're like, oh, it's office hours. Nobody went to the office hours. They went and got
Right.
cookies and milk.
No one visited their teacher.
No, it was cookie and milk hour. feel like it was a sham too because they knew that and they were just there to sell cookies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know that was a huge fundraiser for the
Totally,
school.
yeah. And lunch hour, they're just like, what could we get that we could make easily? The moms of all of this,
Right.
Yeah.
Heating up
And,
some little Juan burritos or whatever those
pretty
were.
much. So I had Twix. Basically, Twix. Everybody's had a Twix, but it's like some thin cookie with caramel on top and then chocolate over the top of the whole thing. I eat the left one first.
Yeah,
I was just gonna ask. Yeah.
I prefer the left one first.
Is that because you're left-handed?
I eat the left with my left hand, and then I eat the right with my right hand because I'm ambidextrous.
It's like being a switch hitter.
It's awesome.
We'll ask Berto
Innuendos are
about
not
that
gonna
later on.
stop. There you go. The
All right.
innuendo's not going to stop. Sorry.
My number 4 is Twix.
My number 4, and I felt important to put two of my favorite things together, chocolate and mint. And I put Three Musketeers mint honorable mention. And this one, it's recent and it's new because we just got Trader Joe's into our great state of Colorado. And it beats out York Peppermint Patties, which is, man, that held my heart. It held the top spot in the top 5 chocolate candy. Like, that's the first thing I would pick, even over Butterfinger and Reese's. And no, this one beats it just because it's bite size, and I don't have to eat a lot of them at one time. I just get that quick minty fix, and everybody loves a minty fresh breath, and there was actually chocolate in it as well. And that's Trader Joe's dark chocolate mints. They sell them at the checkout stand, and they're $1.29 for like a bag of 30 of them, and it's trouble. It's trouble. So
Like $1.29, like for the whole bag.
for a bag. It's not that big. It's like
That's
it's like just a candy bag. But
How fast do you go through one of these bags?
I mean, I can eat one in a day, and that's trouble. But they're actually not that much sugar. But
How big are these mints? Are they bigger than
they're
the
just
peppermint
small. They're like
patty?
M&Ms?
They're about as size-wise of an M&M, but a little like rounder.
Like a dime size?
Yeah, and then so it's white candy outer shell, and then dark chocolate, and then on the inside is mint. It's like really strong peppermint.
That sounds delicious.
That does sound
yeah, they melt in your mouth. And
Delightful.
they're really good. Trader Joe's dark chocolate mints, and that beats out all my minty chocolate. And believe me, York Peppermint Patty.
What happened to Junior Mints?
I can't. I don't like Junior Mints.
Oh,
Oh man.
They stick together, and like
That's
I was
half the
saying
fun.
in my number 5, or when Craig was talking about Milk Duds, I would put Junior Mints in a bag of
they
popcorn.
have the same problem.
Junior Mints and kettle corn, yeah, is actually pretty good.
I wonder if
but
they're made by the same people, Junior Mints and Milk Duds.
jerks.
Probably.
They don't. They have
I
no.
don't know.
They have no sense of. I don't know. What's it called? Staleness. They need to get their freshness situation together. Thank you.
Which is important if it's a mint.
Exactly,
Right. Your number 4 is the Trader Joe's.
Craig. That was funny.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, all right, whatever. You know what? That's fine.
Hi, Kemper.
Hi. You know what?
Hey.
I'm going to blame this this past joke you guys have played on me on my cultural innocence.
You are.
So, so let me have that, please. Let me have that.
You're welcome.
And
Okay.
and so this my number 4. I only eat this kind of chocolate bar after it's been in the freezer for at least about 2 hours. When you bite into the cookie with the chocolate in between the cookie, and around it, it's not only refreshing, but it's cool, amazing. And I'm talking about a frozen Kit Kat bar. Yes.
I've never tried a
Yes.
frozen
I've
one.
never tried a frozen one.
You need to try this.
Huh.
It's amazing.
Now that somebody has brought up Kit Kats, are you the type of monster that just takes a bite out of the
no,
4?
I cannot do that. No,
Okay.
I have to
good.
break it.
break it off.
Yeah, you break
appropriately.
individual
Yes.
pieces. That's why they're serrated.
Exactly.
Right. That's why the ridges are there. I was gonna say if
Exactly.
that was you, we wouldn't be friends anymore.
No,
right.
don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't worry. I am OCD like that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
On this.
It lasts longer if you break it in 4 pieces. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I was going to have to
That's
try
it.
frozen.
Yeah, you
sometime.
should. You have to. Sorry, you do have to try it. Seriously.
All right, thanks.
What other desserts do you put in the freezer before you eat them, other than ice cream or an ice cream cake? Thank you.
The Girl Scout
Thin Mints?
Thin
yeah.
Mints.
Thin
Yeah.
Mints. And
Yeah.
Samoas.
Yeah,
Samoas are
Till
good.
the end of my life.
Thin Mints. Thin Mints in the
so
freezer. They're
man.
better that way.
Strawberry wafers, chocolate wafers, vanilla wafers.
In the freezer?
Yep.
Really?
You need to
I'm noticing a theme with your freezer treats. They're all
Yes.
very wafery.
Yes, because they go well like with this candy around it, chocolate
Yeah.
or
Do you ever put it into
filling.
a bowl of vanilla ice cream? Any of these things?
I have, and it's not the same because the
Frozen
ice cream
sugar
is,
wafers in ice cream would be good. I
That
think.
would be
you
good.
need to try it.
That would be good.
Yeah, and gancitos. That's
Oh, yeah. Those are good,
those frozen.
ever-
That's
Oh, really? I've
Do you
never
ever
tried those frozen.
Put
Oh, yeah.
cornflakes in ice cream and eat, like on top of ice cream and eat it like that.
No,
No.
that's weird.
I have not tried
It's
that.
delicious. It's an ice cream cone.
Okay.
And if you do it with frosted flakes, then that's a sugar overload. But it's also but you gotta do it with cornflakes first. You gotta do it with cornflakes
Just
first.
don't do Fruity Pebbles.
Right,
No,
Fruity
that-
Pebbles on ice cream. That just sounds
That'd
dangerous.
be weird.
All right, Lilo, you're number 4.
Okay, number 4. So this one's actually just kind of like a variant of chocolate, I guess you could say. I don't find it like in the mainstream, so I have to buy a lot of it like as like some of the odd names or like Lindt will make stuff like this. But it's the spicy chocolates. So anytime I see like chocolate with like a chipotle or like some kind of spicy chocolate, I've actually had one that was a chocolate with mole put in, habanero chocolate, which was intense. But I don't know what it is about it, but I love spicy chocolate. So one of the cool variants on spicy chocolate is making spicy hot chocolate. So you take like a hot chocolate mix and you throw in a little bit of cayenne pepper. Man,
I say that you should visit a Trader Joe's because they have those things, and at Christmas they sell them like
What?
10 different kinds. In one box of like different kinds of flavors. Yes, go down to Trader Joe's, man. Look around. They have a lot of interesting things like that.
And if Trader Joe's would like to sponsor this episode, please send us an email or let us know on Twitter at RankEmUp.
Actually, honorable mention real quick. Speaking of Trader Joe's, they have the cookie butter cups.
Oh man.
What?
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
they are death in a jar. Like,
What?
yeah, we'll buy a jar of
man.
them, and then by the time we get home, like half of them
Yeah.
are gone. Just plain and simple.
Roberto,
I don't blame you.
remember when we drove to Los Angeles
Yes, we made
and
a
we
detour
you
in Vegas.
You muled a case of $3 Chuck and a case of cookie butter.
Yes,
back to
yes, I
Denver
did do
for
that.
me.
yes,
Thank
I
you,
did
buddy.
do
I
that.
appreciate that.
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Yeah.
$3 Chuck prices have gone up.
Sorry, $2 Chuck, $3 Chuck, whatever. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, but we're in the cookie butter bandwagon over here. I brought it to work here, and I only had one. First of all, I had to allocate the resources, so I only had one jar between both my works. So I would put it on a piece of apple, and I would carry it around to only the production side, because screw sales guys, they can import their own cookie butter from wherever they feel like it.
I did have some of that, and that's what made me.
Yes.
I liked cookie
the best-
butter. It was
it's
my
the best
first
thing
taste
ever,
of
dude.
cookie butter. It was
My
delicious.
uncle lives
So
in
great.
Santa Fe, and he doesn't like Trader Joe's. He's a tough guy, so Trader Joe's is a hippie place, and whatever, dirt worshipping hippie. And I told him like, no, Uncle Paul, you need to go and buy this. You need to go and buy this, and he did, and then that was it. Now they've had it. They had it the last time I visited them, and I'm like, yes, we had some cookie butter and fruit, and there's no better appetizer than cookie butter and fruit. Thank you. Or what is it called? Hors d'oeuvre. Thank you.
All right, my number 3.
Put that at the
This
next
I have
dinner
no specific brand or
Sorry.
maker of this. So this spot is open for somebody to suggest a specific thing I need to try. But this is more of a theory in this slot.
It's a theory.
This is a theory because I have yet to find one that I enjoy. So please, after I tell you, send me your suggestions to where I can find this. The elusive. This is my Eleanor of chocolate candies. I haven't yet to find it. This is a chocolate-covered marshmallow. Here's the thing about me. I love marshmallows. And not just like Jet Puff. The marshmallows you get a million
Right.
in a bag. You open the bag and they fall out.
Yes.
No. I mean, I like those. But I'm talking about gourmet marshmallows. Have you ever had those? Like the ones that are actual, like,
The
they're
block
squares.
kind?
They're like blocks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're like cubes, and
Yeah.
so wonderful. Here's a quick story. I worked in in college. I worked at the local mall, and in that mall they had a chocolatier, and they used to make all kinds of their own chocolates. The fancy kind of places that makes
Yeah.
their own chocolate treats, and they also made gourmet marshmallows that were unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's where I developed my love of these of marshmallows. Anytime there's a chocolate or a candy store that has gourmet marshmallows, I have to pick them up.
I believe I know one, Craig, but I'll tell you off the air because I don't want to just say addresses.
Have you ever had a paleta payaso?
Yeah, in the marshmallow in those are just like the marshmallow in the chocolate marshmallow bunnies or the chocolate marshmallow Santa Clauses that you get. And the marshmallow in those is not good. It's too sticky. It's too sugary. It's not good.
Did you say chocolate clown in Spanish?
I did say that.
Okay,
Paleta payaso, they're pretty good. It's on a stick, and it's the face of a clown. It's good.
The eyes in the mouth are
That's
gummy
not
bears.
scary.
They're
That's
gum
not scary
drops.
to you?
Gum drops.
That
There
sounds
you go.
horrifying.
That's
They're
scary.
pretty good, actually, but the marshmallow,
The clown aspect, like I'd unwrap that thing and
it does.
Freak
When you
out.
unwrap it, you're like, "What is that?" It doesn't look like a clown
Yeah,
when you
at
unwrap it.
all.
No, especially if it's any kind of melted, because the chocolate on it is like wafer thin.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
But-
So this is an open theory because I think I would enjoy a gourmet, deluxe, fancy, some kind of wonderful marshmallow with some good chocolate on it somewhere. So please,
Marshmallows are hard to make.
they are. Well, actually, the gourmet ones are not that hard. Gelatin's the key.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's my number 3. It's an open source.
I want
It's
to
a
try
theory.
that too. I want to try that
an
too.
idea
My
concept.
number 3.
Yes.
When I was in basic training in Fort Knox, Kentucky, and we talked about this. Our platoon, our squad, man, this is all we wanted. This is all we wanted. Because when they cut out everything. They cut out milk for us.
Jeez.
So we can only drink water with our food, and our MREs. They made us give up the little Kool-Aid packets. They made us give those up because we were bad apparently. So for like I think for the last 4 weeks of basic training, we did not get any sugary anything. And one guy one day just suggested Reese's, and he's like, "All I want is Reese's." And then for the rest of my for the whole month, I believe it was the month of June 2002. All I wanted was a Reese's peanut butter cup, and man, I love it. And when I got it, first of all, I went crazy because I don't know. I went to some restaurant in Louisville, and I ordered appetizer, ordered entree, ordered dessert, and then I got chips and salsa because I was so hungry. Like I was like, "Oh, this is real food that I bought. That's greasy, man. Give me some of this." It was funny because I remember. First of all, I remember like 3 chicks coming to like give me the food, all 3 different ones, and I'm like, all right. They're like, here you go. And I'm like, thanks, and I killed it. I killed all of it, and then I went over and I bought a Reese's, and it was the greatest. It was the greatest time. And
Jeez, that's a hardcore night.
yes, it was. And then we paid for it the next day because they let us do whatever we want that night, and then 5 a.m. they wasted us. So all we did was I sweated all that out. It was horrible. It was horrible. But yeah, man, Reese's like
it was
that's
worth
I
it,
dreamed. I dreamed
Right.
about Reese's for a month, and when I got it, it was so sweet. It was so sweet. Reese's number 3. Thank you.
All right, Kevberto. I feel like we'll be hearing Reese's again from somebody. I feel like it's on somebody else's list because that seems like the most popular. It's like when my wife wants a treat. She wants a Reese's. And you know what? I don't like Reese's. I'll just say I don't like them. I would rather not eat a sweet or a treat or a candy than eat a Reese's.
Wow, that's a deep hatred of Reese's.
I just don't like them. It's weird. The
I don't
chocolate
even know
is.
who you are.
I mean, the peanut butter inside of them is weird and gross.
Have you ever seen the big cups?
Yeah, those are her favorite, and
Those are so good.
The peanut butter is gross. It's weird. I don't like them. I don't like the peanut butter chocolate combo. That's
You know
me.
what'd be good? If they
Oh,
put
man.
the peanut butter in an
best.
Oreo.
No, weird.
I feel like they've
Kevberto.
done that.
Maybe I need to try it.
Gilberto, you're number. What are we on?
Number
This is-
3.
I can't believe that you just said that.
What?
I can't believe you just said that. You would rather have Hershey's Special Dark over Reese's?
100 times yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd rather have the regular Hershey's.
For everybody that is upset
Wow.
and as I am about this, go to facebook.com/rank 'em up and tell Craig, speak your mind, and tell him why he's wrong and why Reese's. Just give him a chance, man.
Peanut
Just give him
butter
a
and
chance.
chocolate are 2 different things, and they shouldn't exist together.
Are you?
Wow.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I
right.
went-
Peanut butter and chocolate are
went there.
the cornerstone of a good candy.
No. There's none on my list.
Peanut butter and chocolate go better than peanut butter and jelly. Thank you.
Oh, negative.
What? Have you ever had a white chocolate Reese's?
No, why would I want it? They're
White
gross.
chocolate Reese's, they're so good.
That's just
There's like a
that
million
sounds
different
gross.
permutations. There's the Reese's eggs, there's the Reese's bunnies, the Reese's Santa Claus.
So
They're all
good.
gross.
Oh,
and
man,
all
this
of which
sounds-
are
all of this sounds so
delicious
good to
and
me.
amazing.
I
The
don't think it's
giant, you know what's the grossest thing? The giant egg, the half egg at Easter, the giant
so
peanut butter
good.
Reese's
so good.
egg.
So good.
Gross.
That's the best.
It's a waste of $10 right
Oh,
there.
my gosh.
Like I was doing push-ups in the mud, the gunshots over my head. All I could think about was having a peanut butter Reese's. And you're just blaspheming it
You know what?
Yeah.
to the world.
The beginning of your story, Don, it made me almost, I don't know, it got me confused if I wanted to cry because it was so sad,
Yeah.
or if or cry over how, you know, you love this chocolate so much. But now I don't know, I just don't feel anything for you. For your story. So I'm sorry.
Wow.
So
That was a burn.
Blasted on air.
You know what? That's okay, Kiberto.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I-
expect you to understand the sacrifice that I went through for this country. Thank you.
you know what? You know what? I
getting
so,
heated in here.
you know what? That's fine. You know what? I appreciate your service to
Can I
this
tell
country.
you? Can I tell you a quick story though? So remember, anybody see the movie with Gomer Pyle? I forget the name of it, but when Vincent D'Onofrio eats the donut, and you know whatever that movie is with.
Full Metal
Arlie
Jacket.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket with Arlie Ermy as the Jill Sargent, and I don't want to go into what happens, but anyway.
Wow.
So the first day that I had kitchen patrol duty, somebody in my squad thought it was a good idea to eat an entire box of Krispy Kreme and then throw the box away so nobody would know. Well, they did know. And as a punishment, they left the squad that was doing the KP and everybody else, you know, had to go do physical exercise, and we got yelled at, and they all judged us. And I swear, when they came back, they told this one guy to fake like he was having a heart attack or something because we worked him out so hard. And then they took him. We had to take him to and then we got in trouble the next day. But yeah, we ate donuts and we threw away the box because you don't understand, man. The food was, man. There was a box. I swear they put those boxes of Krispy Kreme there just to mess with us. But there you go. And
Wow.
they did have chocolate. The chocolate frosting. Oh, man.
The food is so gross they should have served you Reese's because it was gross.
Reese's is so good. Reese's is the best. And we went to this church thing that it was right at the end of basic training, right the day before or 2 days before we had that big party in Louisville, and they let us have whatever we want to. And we were scared. I was scared to eat the dessert because I didn't know what was going to happen. They said, "Do whatever you want to. We're just going to pay for it." I'm like, "What?"
I'm just gonna,
But they had,
pay
that was
for
the
it.
last time I had fried chicken off the bone was that day, and no
Bad idea.
What?
Was it a bad idea?
No, it was great, and nothing can ever top that. I don't care. I've never been to Just Cookins. I don't know. Nothing will ever top this fried chicken I had in Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you.
All right, let's go to number 3.
Oh,
Kev
very
Kerto.
All right. Well, my number 3 is going to be a very short explanation. So, Hershey's milk chocolate, traditional Hershey's milk chocolate, because of it's just a comfortable taste and texture. It just gets me in that zone of, you know, I can think, I can relax. That's why. What's so funny, Don?
You like to read your romance novels and eat Hershey's regular milk chocolate?
You know what? Sure, I will write songs to this chocolate. I will write
Wow.
poems to this.
That chocolate put you in a good place.
Right.
It did.
Definitely
so there
got
go.
you.
What kind of did you eat
There.
chocolate before this? While Cliff brought you some.
Yes, I ate it while you guys were on your number 5s.
Did you have the Hershey's original?
I did. So
Good.
I enjoyed it,
You
and I
reached for
am
the Hershey's
feeling
original
well.
first.
What?
You reached for the Hershey's original first.
No, I actually save it for last because it's better.
See,
than
that's
yeah.
a good plan.
Yeah.
That's a good plan. I like that
I
plan
see a
better.
lot of these Mr. Good bars not being eaten. I feel like they're going to be thrown away in the trash.
Uh-oh.
Somebody will eat them.
Peanuts and chocolate, bad. Peanut butter and chocolate,
What?
delicious.
Same
That
thing.
argument makes no sense.
It doesn't. No.
Don, you need to stop. Stop right now, please.
Lilo, you're number 3.
Goobers, who-
Chocolate candy.
I feel like we should have like a top 5 existential arguments.
Exactly.
Peanut butter and chocolate would be like number 1 for a lot of folks.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
number 3 is again another like type of variant of chocolate for me. It's Craig, you're gonna find this really disgusting. So, And no, it's not Reese's peanut butter cups, but you will find it disgusting. It is bacon chocolate.
Yeah.
Right in the trash can.
Yeah.
Chocolate covered bacon. So if you are a fan of chocolate covered pretzels or chocolate covered enter salty thing here, chocolate covered bacon, that's a different level. There's like it's a incredibly decadent, incredibly luxurious snack. And I say luxurious because it's got like sorry, Craig. It's got all like the fats of the bacon that get mixed in with the chocolates, and you have like the salt. And when you eat it, it's like amazing. I can't even put into words exactly the level of decadence that bacon chocolate is.
This is literally why the terrorists hate us.
Yeah,
Pork and chocolate together.
right. You can also list that under hashtag first world problems. Like I can't find enough bacon chocolate. So
I would more likely eat that than a Reese's.
would you really?
Yeah, that's right.
Like that is your level of disdain
What?
for Reese's.
Okay.
Is you
I just don't like the Reese's.
would throw down on bacon chocolate.
That's right.
Wow.
This is a topic
Wow.
that we cannot have. We cannot have this conversation one time after the show is over because it will just turn into an argument that doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Until I see your wife, and then we're going to talk about it. Be like,
She
Craig
knows.
doesn't like-
But
Yeah.
it works out in her favor because that's her number one candy.
Yeah, so then
that's
she
fine.
So
she
buy a
banks
bag
it
of
all.
them.
She's like,
and
here.
then
Yeah. They're safe.
you won't touch it. Yeah,
That's right.
All right, that's fair.
Man.
Now, getting back to the regularly scheduled caramel and chocolate list of mine that I have procured.
With marshmallows mixed
Well,
in.
that was the theory, but the
sounds good.
actual candies so far, I've had Milk Duds and Twix. I'm going to add to the caramel and chocolate.
All right.
This is number 1 and number 2 are kind of interchangeable, but this one is number 2 because I in recent years I have grown to like something else other than this more. It used to be my number 1 probably 5 years ago. Now there's a new number 1.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes they flip back and forth. This might be the second or third time in my lifetime that they flip back and forth. And in this current point in my life, number 1 is number 1 for a reason. So number 2 is it's a caramel center to a bar. It's an actual bar with caramel wrapped in chocolate that has Rice Crisps on the outside of it, or mixed in the chocolate.
Can't go
That
wrong
is
with
the
rice.
that is the 100 grand bar.
Oh.
I really enjoy
All
the
right.
100 grand bar because it is a softer, more of the texture caramel that I'm looking for. Not all the way there yet, but it's softer. It's good. The chocolate is good, and the Rice Crisps they're good. It has a nice texture to it. The only reason why it's number 2 these days is because I feel like nobody eats the 100 grand bar. So anytime I get one, they've been on the shelf for like a year, and so the chocolate is dry.
Yeah.
You know, you get those
Yeah,
dry
yeah.
things. So it's like you crunch it. The chocolate isn't supposed to
So
break.
you like
Right.
stale 100 grand bars is what you're
No,
saying.
no, that's
Oh.
if you get a good one, they're fantastic. But the odds are you're not going to get a good one. So that's why
Right.
it's not number 1 right now because nobody eats them. They've been on the bottom shelf in the checkout line for a year and they haven't been restocked or touched.
So you got like the
There's
the
a layer of
off brown
dust.
chocolate.
That's right. Yeah, it's like
Like
off
a
brown.
Weird, yeah, it's a weird shade of like kind of
Yeah.
brown gray.
It's like when you find a piece of Halloween candy in February. Like, I could eat it, maybe.
Is it extra chewy?
No, it's just it's dusty. When you bite into it, it's like
That's
What-
weird.
yeah.
What's the bar that has the pretzel, peanut butter, caramel, chocolate? It's Take 5 bar or something like that?
Yeah, the Take
Oh,
Five.
Take 5 bar.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's good. I like it. That's why I'll get on board with your caramel and chocolate.
I enjoy
On
the
that
caramel
one.
and chocolate, but oftentimes if you see a layer of dust on the 100 grand package,
That's the time you buy them for Craig.
that's the time you say no and you go to my number 1, which we'll,
is
we'll find
probably
out
Reese's
about
peanut
in
butter
about
cups.
20 minutes.
As
If
Craig,
you want to fast forward
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
go ahead and skip 10
You
seconds.
want more of me? Skip forward about 20 minutes. And now it's done.
yes. So my number 2, we're on number 2 now. Number 2 and number 3, Reese's, they flip back and forth also, just for different reasons. Although Reese's was a distant memory of longing and having something, change it for real life that I had. Let's have a Reese's. I can't just go out and purchase one. I gotta jump in the mud. I gotta rappel off buildings, jump out of helicopters, stuff like that. Can't have a Reese's. Gotta do important things in my life. Number 2 It's also peanut butter and chocolate. You might remember Homer Simpson selling this. You might remember, I don't know. It's a top. I think it's my favorite Halloween candy of all time. That's the one I go to first, no matter what. Halloween candy. And that's Butterfinger. And it's just the best. It's a chocolate peanut butter. It's not exactly peanut butter. It's not,
Is that peanut butter?
It's peanut butter.
It's like a
The crispness.
It's like a toffee or something.
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
almost like a toffee.
But it has peanut buttery flavor. That's the second one. Chocolatey, peanut buttery, blah, blah, blah. That's the second one.
Crispity, crunchity.
Yeah, exactly.
Butterfingery.
It might be the fifth one.
Butter.
Don't lay a
Finger.
finger on my Butterfinger.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Right?
the one.
I love me a Butterfinger. Butterfinger, man. Thank you, Butterfinger.
That's interesting. I just had a lot of Butterfinger cups in the past weeks. And I am tired of Butterfingers. I will not eat a Butterfinger
I don't like it
in a
in
very long time.
I don't like it in cup form. I like it in original, let me have some of that. I don't like the cups. The peanut butter is different. You're expecting Reese's peanut butter, and it's not.
Well, speaking of Reese's peanut butter, and I will mention it because and it's not my number. What are we? 2?
Number 2. Yeah.
Number 2, sorry. But my number 2 is actually better than a Reese's peanut butter cup. It does involve peanuts, and it's a peanut M&M. And those are the best.
Solid.
Yes.
Just the solidarity, brother.
Yes, I love these things. I don't like the fact that they do get sticky in your hand. They do melt.
They're not supposed to, though. The
Melt in your
hard
mouth, not in
candy
your hand.
shell.
Yeah.
The hard candy shell is supposed to prevent that from happening.
Right, but they do, and I can't.
How long are you holding these M&Ms
Yeah, what
for?
are you-
Not
Doing
too
with
long.
these
Maybe,
M&Ms?
I don't know. Maybe I have too much body heat. I don't know. But I do remember that.
That's right, ladies. Kevberto is too hot. Too hot.
I do remember that scene in Tommy Boy where, all the M&Ms fall into the engine, and then the guy says, "Don't worry, it's got a hard shell." What you just said, Lilo. So, peanut M&Ms, they are amazing. Yes.
All right. Cool. Peanut
That's
M&Ms.
interesting that it's the top of your M&M hierarchy. Peanut M&M. That's interesting.
Why?
That's
It
a
says a
classic.
lot about a person.
Okay.
It says a lot about a person. You don't go for regular M&M. You go for peanut. When there's 20 different varieties.
Yes. Just
Hard-
classic peanuts.
Very interesting.
All
Very
right. Sorry,
interesting.
Lilo. Please.
Okay,
Lilo,
yeah,
your
no
number-
worries.
Your number 2.
My number 2. Number 2 for me was actually mentioned already. It is Kit Kats. No, I am
Yeah.
not the monster that will just bite
Good.
the whole thing.
Good. Individually. That's how to
Individually.
eat civilly.
However, the opposite of Kevberto with the frozen Kit Kats, I'll actually eat them with coffee. And
Oh,
that
dang.
that combination is heavenly.
Do you dip them in the coffee, or do you just eat them simultaneously?
Yeah, so I'm like double fisting candy and coffee. So it's like part of my mouth is working on the candy, and I got like coffee coming in on the other side. Not that weird though, because it would look weird at work. But yeah, I'll like take a drink of coffee, and then I'll bite a Kit Kat, and then I'll take another drink of coffee, and for whatever reason, the chocolatiness of the Kit Kat will accentuate the chocolatey flavors, especially of a dark roasted coffee. And it's
I'm trying
it's- Do it. In fact, it was so good that Kit Kat put it inside of like a marketing campaign not too long ago, like Kit Kat and coffee. 7-Eleven like really took hold of it and like buy a Kit Kat, get a coffee, or vice versa. It's like buy a large coffee, get a Kit Kat. Yes, it is super delicious, and I highly recommend it to everyone.
Is there like a Kit Kat flavored latte? That would be heaven for you.
Oh man, that would be.
Yeah.
Dunkin'
Should
Donuts.
check and see if they have
I think
one.
I should. I like the interaction of the eating with the drinking though. So
The crunch. You don't
yeah,
get the crunch
I
with
like
the
the
latte.
texture of the right. If I got a crunchy latte, that would be disgusting.
Yeah.
I
It'd
would
be like
probably-
a year-old
Wow.
$100,000 bar.
It would. I'd blow the dust off of a nasty Kit Kat latte. It's so wrong.
Do you think they're new at the Hershey factory?
I would think so.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I would like to try one fresh off
They
the
gotta
line.
move some product though, because they still have it, right?
They still have them, but
Yeah, they
it's,
still make 'em.
it's difficult to find.
You should go to like a specific candy store, like Fuzzy Wigs or something, and they might have more, like a fresher stockpile of them. I
If
feel.
it was my number 1, I might do that.
Okay.
But instead, I go for my number 1, which is readily available. Actually, they're kind of difficult to find too.
Jeez.
But they're
Here
the
they
same.
have a golden ticket now.
Maybe.
Oh.
They are the same combination of caramel and chocolate. However, it is the perfect ratio, the perfect texture of caramel, the perfect thickness of chocolate surrounding said caramel. It is a Rolo.
Okay.
Oh,
I love Rolos.
Rolos,
Okay.
Rolos are good.
Plus, they are portable.
yes.
And, you know, you have a bar. You can't just, you can wrap the bar in the rest of the wrapper if you don't want to eat the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets gross. You can't put it in your pocket. It'll get sticky.
Yeah.
Rolos are portable. You don't have to eat all of them at once.
right.
You can eat a couple at a time. You can share with friends. You can take them with you and stuff the foil back down in, and
Yeah.
it doesn't get messy all over the place. Rolos are the perfect combination of chocolate and caramel, and I enjoy them thoroughly.
That's a solid number one,
Yeah.
Craig.
Rolos.
Rolos are
Solid
good.
number one.
I like it. All right. So we talked about the dregs of the Halloween candy. We talked about what you do with Milk Duds, what you're supposed to do with Milk Duds. And this is what I do. Instead of putting the Milk Dud in the popcorn, although they don't sell pretzel M&Ms at the movie theater, so you got to like bring your own and then throw it in the chocolate and then maybe get, in the popcorn and then put some butter on that, some fake movie theater butter. But that's M&M pretzel. M&M pretzel
Yep.
with hot buttered popcorn.
I don't think I've ever seen M&M pretzels. Are they huge? I mean, are the M&Ms giant?
They're fairly big.
Yeah, I'd
Really?
say they're
fairly
right
big.
in between like the peanut and the almond
Yeah,
size.
but
What
it-
color
right in between.
bag is it?
That is a blue. That is
Blue
a
bag.
dark blue. Yes.
Does it have just like a little tiny pretzel stick
No,
in it, or is it actual?
It's circular.
Yeah,
it's a
it's like
pretzel
a
ball.
pretzel ball.
And,
Yeah.
Wow.
they're probably, I don't know, size of my thumb. Just the end of my thumb.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they're
The-
delicious, and they melt a little bit in the popcorn, and you just get them in there. Oh, man. A little crunchy with the popcorn crunchy and the milk chocolate. Oh, boy.
So good.
That is my favorite thing to do.
Pretzel
The,
M&M.
Yeah. The ad campaign for that was pretty funny. It's you have an M&M and then you have a pretzel, and they're in a doctor's office and trying to figure out how to put the two together, and you're like, this is both hilarious and awkward all at the same time.
I think I vaguely remember that actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So that was your number one?
That's my numero uno.
Numero uno.
Primero.
We should have.
Primero.
We should have had. This should have been a show and tell. We should have brought these for everybody.
true.
Yeah, we should have.
Darn. Next time. Next food one. Remember,
Yes.
we're bringing that in.
All right.
Yes, potluck for the next top
Nachos.
five food
top
list.
top five nacho ingredients or
Yeah.
like toppings.
The
Nacho
chip.
toppings.
Okay.
Well, you gotta have a good nacho chip. It's not too firm because you gotta dredge it along the bottom,
Right.
and then but not too
Not
hard.
too
All right,
soft.
we can probably talk about this.
Yeah.
All right?
Awesome.
So, okay. So, in my culture,
Yes, all the way to your number one.
yes,
Nice.
my number one. Okay,
Congratulations.
in Mexico, there is this chocolate bar, and it's not the size of a Hershey bar. It's very small. There's this chocolate. It's called Carlos Quinto, which translated directly is the name of a king. It's Charles V. This chocolate is amazing
I didn't
because
think you guys liked imperial leaders.
I don't know, man. So that's just what it's called. So and this chocolate isn't too sweet, yet isn't too plain. The texture is very smooth and very comfortable, just like the Hershey's. But the reason why this is my number one is because this brings back memories. I lived a year in Mexico when I was 8 and 9. So the last part of my 8 years old and the beginning part of my 9 years old. Okay,
Nice.
so yeah, so we
What
used
are the
to.
dates?
Right. Can we get specific timelines here?
I can give you guys dates.
What city was this?
This was in La Colonia San Miguel Acapancingo, en Cuernavaca, Morelos, Mexico.
I
summer
love that town.
I summer
Yeah.
there. Yes.
Yeah, so
Is it near Zihuatanejo?
it is about maybe 3 hours from there. So
I put that city on my business cards.
Yeah.
That's actually
Oh my
the
God.
only place I know where geography-wise, like I know Mexico City is basically in the middle,
yeah.
but Zihuatanejo because of the movie, I know exactly where that is.
So it's right in between Mexico City and
Also the
Zihuatanejo.
Yucatan.
Okay, so this chocolate, always brings back memories of those days of after during the sunset, where the fireflies would come out because this is that city is called the Eternal Spring City, So it's always amazing weather, and it brings back memories of going out and playing with the neighbors and playing soccer, and just being mischievous, and so not only that, but it's just good memories. So it tastes really good. So I'll bring you guys some next time.
Yeah.
But-
So it's
but-
just a chocolate bar.
It's
There's-
just a milk chocolate bar, kind of like the Hershey's milk chocolate, but it's not as sweet.
Huh.
that sounds wonderful.
That does sound really delicious.
Yes. So, Carlos Quinto, Charles V.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah, Lilo, you're number one.
Number one.
Finish us off here.
Yes, I'm going to finish this on a high note, much to Craig's chagrin. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oh,
Number one.
what?
Do not. Hey, guys. Lilo here. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Yeah, no, I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. It is the perfect combination of chocolate and peanut butter. Where it's like, my only complaint with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups though is I can't eat them without unwrapping them. So they have I have to eat them while they're in the paper, but I peel the paper back like a banana essentially. Because for whatever reason I can't stand getting the chocolate on my fingers. It's really kind of
It does melt very quickly.
melts extremely quickly. And so one of my dreams is to get the 1 pound chocolate peanut butter cup and just go to town on that joker and like walk away with like the chocolate on my face and kind of like a peanut butter chocolate coma, because that would be amazing. So yeah, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and in all its variants with like the eggs and the Christmas trees and the bunnies and the regular peanut butter cups. And you know what? Even Reese's Pieces are okay some of the time, but not like the cups. I love the cups.
Actually, in my family, in October for Halloween, my family has made candy for years, and we've made our homemade candy. We'll make hard candy suckers and stuff, and sometimes we'll get fancy and make peanut butter cups.
Oh, nice.
And the peanut butter cups that my family makes are thicker chocolate on the base and on the top, and also sometimes they'll put like the crisp rice, like Rice Krispies, in the chocolate
Oh,
of the peanut butter cup.
what?
And the peanut butter is like real peanut butter, so those are decent. I'll bring some in for you this year.
I'm glad we found a middle ground for you, Craig.
Yeah,
You've
right.
given away some of your position. Now we will do the same.
I will bring in some of those for you guys if we make them this year, and you guys could sample them and see what you think.
I think
wanna try
the
that
crisp rice on the top would just kind of
Yeah.
elevate that to
All right. And the thicker chocolate, because you don't
Yeah.
get a whole lot of chocolate in the
You
peanut
might
butter
have
cup.
something there, Craig.
you might have something there.
All right. Well, tell us what your favorite candies are. Are you hungry? Have you been eating chocolate during this episode?
I'm
Let us
eating
know.
Mr. Goodbar right now.
How can they do that, Don,
You
dude?
can go facebook.com/rankemeup or go to Twitter @rankemeup, and you can find everything there. Go to the group on Facebook and contribute your top 5 chocolate candies. They're probably already different, except for Reese's is always in the top 5. Thank you. So there you go.
Always.
And please tell me where I can find chocolate-covered gourmet marshmallows. I need to try these because I know they're wonderful, and I know they're going to move to the top of my
Exactly.
list.
If-
But I just need to have them
If
first.
the hipster hasn't invented them, I know they're out there. I know they're out there.
Thank you for listening. For Kev Berto, for Lilo, for Don Dude, I'm Craig, and this is Rank 'em Up.